What up, Winbush here. In an Unreal Engine 5.5, there's been a big upgrade when it comes to being able to modify your clouds inside of Unreal Engine. So let's jump right into it. So as you can see, I'm using Unreal Engine version 5.5, and there's a couple of things we need to set up first before we can start manipulating the clouds. So first things first, if we look over here inside of my outliner, you can see that I only have 3 objects, which I just have a generic landscape, I have the light source, and then I have a skylight. So let's add a couple of more items that we're going to need to manipulate our clouds. So if we come up here in the top left where it says quickly add the project, I'm going to left click on this. Then I'm going to come down here to visual effects. So the most important one we're going to add is volumetric clouds. So let's add this. Now you can see that we have our clouds up here in the sky, but there's a few more things that we can add to it to make it look a little bit nicer. So I'm going to come back over here, come back down here to visual effects. Now let's add exponential height fog. And then we want to add our atmosphere back into here. So again, come down here to visual effects, and we're going to add a sky atmosphere. So now with all that added, we have a more realistic skyline. So let's look for the material that we need to manipulate this. And to get started, down here inside of our content browser, you want to come over here to settings, and then you want to come right here to where it says show engine content. So you want to left click on this, and you'll notice down here, now we have a folder called engine. So we're going to fold this down, and then we're going to click on content. And then once we're inside of content, we're going to look for engine sky, and everything's in alphabetical order. So you just have to scroll down here a little bit, and it should be right here. So engine sky, and now you'll see this pop up, and we want to look for volumetric clouds. And inside of here, we'll see a material called m_simple volumetric cloud, but we want to make a copy of the one that has INST. That's going to be an instance of the material. Now, the reason why we want to do this is because if you go through and manipulate the original one, you're not going to be able to revert it back. So you want to make a copy of it. So no matter what you do, you can always have the original in there in case you mess something up. So you're going to want to right click down here, and then you're going to come up here to duplicate, or you could just do Control D. So I'm going to duplicate this, and then I'm just going to rename this to version 2. And there we go. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take this copy that I made. I'm going to click and drag it into my regular content folder. I'm going to click move here. And now you can see we have our material instance here inside of our content folder. Now we're going to drag and drop this onto our volumetric cloud. So if I come over here to the outliner, come down here to volumetric cloud, and right here under cloud material, I'm just going to left click and drag this into here. And now anything that we do inside of here is going to manipulate the sky. Now I originally found everything inside of the documentation. So if you want to go more in depth, I'll definitely leave the link down below in case you guys want to go through. But I'm going to walk you through some of the things that I messed around with, and then you can take it from there. So I'm going to double click on the material instance. And then you should see under parameter groups, you're going to have 4 different parameters here. So the first one is going to be cloud layout. And this is going to be the most important one because this is really going to allow us to give us the cloud shapes that we want. So right here under cloud type, I'm going to turn this one on, and then I'm going to scroll it down. And you can see that we have 4 different types in here. And if you want a visual representation of what those should look like, referring back to the documentation, these are those 4 different layer sets that are in there. So let's say I take this first one here and I start moving it up. You can already see what's happening to our clouds here. And we weren't able to do this before. Like before, whatever the default was pretty much what we were left with. But now we have a lot more control in here. So I'm just going to scroll through here, just really play around with these clouds. And you can see that we're getting some nice shapes in there, and it's starting to really smooth out. And then if I scroll down here as well, you can always change the sizing of them. So I don't know if you ever looked up in the sky, saw the clouds that were really tiny like this at some point, but you could go through and control the scale as well. I'm going to put it back at default. And then the other one that I thought was important is right here where it says wind control. Let me move this up here a little bit. So I'm going to click on this, scroll this down, and you have complete control of the direction of the wind that you want the clouds to go in. So let's move this up to 50 on the X. And if we move this down, you can see, I mean, this is going really fast, but I wanted to give you an example of what exactly is happening here. So you can already see right off the bat with just a couple of these parameters, how powerful this could be. So I'm going to put this down to something small like 5. And then the next one that we're going to look at is down here where it says cloud shape. So I'm going to scroll this down, and we're going to look at noise strength. I'm going to scroll this down and click this on. And then as I start moving it up, you can start seeing how it's controlling the noise shape there. So just move it up a little bit more. We're getting a little bit more fine-tuned in there, but these are another ones that you want to play around with as well. Now this next one here is supposed to control the storm. I'm not really sure. Like if I put on storm cloud and put it all the way up to 1, you start getting it to look like this, but then I wasn't able to get any type of lightning effect. So maybe if you out there could figure this out, like if I put up light flicker, This is supposed to make lightning type animations in there. In the documentation it shows it, but I'm not quite seeing it here. So this is something I'm going to have to play around with a little bit more to see if I can get more control over it. But you're supposed to be able to make storm clouds in there. And then the last one in here, multi-scatter. I wasn't able to figure out phase control, but multi-scatter control, if I move this up and down, you can see the way that the light is actually scattering through the clouds. And same thing with the occlusion in here. So these are just more ways you could go through and fine tune your clouds here. Now I know a few versions back, whenever clouds were first introduced to volumetric clouds inside of Unreal Engine 5, a lot of people really complained that you weren't able to go through and modify them. So I'm glad to see that they added this here. So if you figured that storm stuff out, make sure you leave me a comment down below, because I would love to go through and make some storm clouds and maybe do another tutorial on it. And also subscribe if you're new. And until next time, stay fresh, keep creating, and I'll catch you in the next video. I see you soon. Take care.